This is John for the Everyday Fan Sports. I'm here with the fabulous idols. I got Joey Roth. I got Roxy Hart. I can't wait, man. Let's dive in. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, but first off, Johngy, we love you very much. But it's the world famous fabulous idols. People just seem to forget about that world famous part because we are worldwide. We are coast to coast, border to border, all over this flat planet we have. Not really flat.
Maybe you need to stop and write it 100 times, like Bart Simpson on the blackboard.
I should have known because I am wearing the shirt.
Just look down. Just look down. You see it right there. But we're doing good, my friend. How are you doing?
See, I was so excited just to jump in the interview. I kind of abbreviated the world, just to get into it faster.
I know. But for a name like us, it's worth saying the whole entire thing.
I learned from you, and I learned from your fabulous idols tag team, who corrected me on how to introduce him. Right. So I'm learning from you guys, and I appreciate it, man.
It's okay. It's all good.
So you guys it was my first time at Rocket Pro Wrestling. I was blown away, to be honest. I've been to hundreds of wrestling shows. That crowd was insanely hot. You guys had just a little bit of heat in that opening segment and for the rest of the show. Is it always like that?
Well, yeah, it's always like that because everybody's jealous of us and they want to be us. So that's why they yell and scream and say those nasty things. But yeah, that's everywhere we go. We always get people going, "Hey, you idols, you're number one," but they're not giving this finger. But it's okay. It comes with the territory. You buy the land, you get the problem. So it's all good. People like that, they want to go ahead and yell and scream. That's what they pay their hard-earned money for. That's why they pay to come see us. They pay to come yell at us. So quite frankly, I think we should definitely get a higher cut of what we bring in because they're there to see us. But hey, Rocket Pro Wrestling, see, that's the difference between Rocket Pro and almost every other wrestling organization around here. They actually promote themselves and care about the fans and actually have a production behind everything they do. We've been to too many wrestling shows and ballrooms and whatnot like that, and who just do not do what Rocket Pro does. Rocket Pro is an organization that cares about the fans, maybe a little bit too much, when they should be caring about the guys who actually run the show, the world famous fabulous idols.
Well, I have a feeling that you guys actually like when the fans are booing the world famous idols.
Well, of course we like that. It means we're doing our jobs right. If we sat there and everybody sat on their fingers or their fingers up their noses and everything like that, then we wouldn't like that very much. We want to get raw emotion out of everybody else. We want to bring out what's really truly inside of them. And what's really and truly inside of all the fans of Rocket Pro Wrestling is the disdain, disgust, and hatred they have for themselves because they can't be one of the world famous fabulous idols. That is why they yell and scream. That is why they give us the finger. That's why they swear at us. Because they are jealous, because they want to be just like us. It's not going to happen. You could buy the shirt like Johngy's wearing right there. Johngy, you are the closest person who could be one of us. But everybody else out there, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot, and you can get yourself your own world famous fabulous idol t-shirt.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could be like an honorary member.
You are an honorary idol as the new champion of Chicagoland media, right? What's the full title name?
It's the Chicago's new media champ.
The Chicago new media champ. I mean, Elliot Serrano finally wised up, and we avoided a lot of stuff going on. I mean, see, that's another thing. Not everything has to be conflict. Look at Johngy and Elliot. You guys are perfect at what you do, and we are perfect at what we do. So all this is just awesome and great. And
I think maybe having the fabulous idols on my side, behind me, backing me, probably helped me with that.
I think it scared him quite a bit, and nobody could go ahead and blame him for that. But hey, at least now you have the recognition that you finally deserve, just like how we have the recognition we finally deserve. We took care of Rocket Pro Wrestling. We own the company. We're running everything. We have our new GM, Damian Saint, who's going to go ahead and make up the matches. We're going to be back at Rocket Pro. We're not going to have a show on October 1st. We're not going to be there, but we're going to be sitting back watching everything that happens. And just you wait when Roxy Hart and Joey Roth come back to Rocket Pro Wrestling. Oh, you think it's fabulous. Now, wait till you see what's going to happen then. Yes, big surprises for everybody.
Well, if you guys aren't going to be there, but the idols are still running the show, right?
Oh, heck yeah, the idols are running the show. We have Rockstar Johnny 9. We have Damian Gray. We have Kevin. We have Gunner too. We have Gunner Brave. He's going to be there too. We have Flash Harris, even though Flash Harris was robbed of his championship belt this past weekend by lightsabers, and whoever thought I'd see something like that. It's okay. We're going to come back and we're going to run the show again. And, now that Marche Rocket actually kind of understands how things work over there, you saw a big surprise with that this past week. I don't think we didn't have a hand in that.
Well, I'm sure you guys have a hand in everything. I have to ask you though, I saw a video before I jumped on the interview with you guys that looked like there's a little dissension.
In what?
In the ranks.
In what? What, the idols?
Yeah.
What Gunner? Don't worry about. Oh yeah, I know what he's talking about.
I have to ask.
You could ask. No, there's no dissension in the ranks over that. Little Gunner knows exactly where he belongs in the world famous Fabulous Idols. Yes, he did win the match for us, thanks to Damian Saint. Without Damian Saint, I think that might have gone a different way. But Gunner Brave, he was a little off that night. But he did win the match. He did win the match, but he had to travel somewhere afterwards, so he was kind of really tired. He flew in late. Flew out early. He had another show he had to go do, but he knows where his bread is buttered and everything like that. He's fabulous still. Yeah, he's good. There's no dissension in any ranks. And I know what you people are saying. Oh, that's a wrestling angle. We could tell when a team's going to break up. It's not going to happen with us. It'll never happen with us. We're family, yo.
Besides, we're not that obvious.
Yeah, we're not that obvious. So you saw him walking away and all that stuff. It's okay because he likes to do things on his own because he is a lone wolf when it comes to all that. But he's still going to be a fabulous idol, a world famous fabulous idol at that.
Well, I had to ask,
Now, see now, Johngy, I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to stir the pot a little bit there. I think you're trying to put some things in other people's heads.
Not at all. I love
I don't know. You're the first one who asked me that question, huh?
Not at all. I love you guys. I want to see you as a cohesive unit. I wanted to throw that out there to put to rest the rumors that I'm hearing so that you could clear those up and I almost knocked my water over and dispel all that garbage.
Rumor and innuendo is simply that. Innuendo and rumor. Okay. That has nothing. Don't read into anything. Don't read internet dirt sheets. Don't read the internet Facebook fan pages or anything like that.
The only truth comes directly from us.
Exactly.
Anything else is hearsay.
Exactly. As the ruler and owner of all the world famous Fabulous Idols and everybody at Rocket Pro, we would never lie to you.
That's why I had to ask. I had to get it right from you guys. If right from the source, man.
Right from
the
other
stuff.
Mouth. I said horse.
I'm not Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, that's a long word.
All right, now you caught me on that one. Moving right along. What's up with you and Steve Ahrendt? How are things there?
I was poised to win the 20-man Rumble. All right. I was poised to be in that ring all by myself with my hand raised in victory to go on to challenge for the RPW heavyweight championship. But Steve Ahrendt decided to waddle his butt in there and have a cheap shot thanks to Maximus Orion, who hit me who grabbed me around the throat. You can't grab anybody around the throat in a battle royal. That's illegal. I said you couldn't do that. I called foul and timeout. And then Steve Ahrendt decided to go ahead and knock me down with that big stinking forearm of his. Ugh. He smelled. That's why I fell down, is because I wanted to get out of the ring because I couldn't deal with the stench. Steve Ahrendt, I got a surprise for you. In December, we had a real big surprise for you. And not only Steve, is that Schelli chick as well.
Ugh.
That Schelli chick who decided to come out there and stick her nose in our business and take her to resume her role in commentary. I think Schelli and Steve.
The role that she thinks she has, that she thinks she's entitled to, but she's not. See,
Roxi Hart's not the first lady of Rocket Pro Wrestling. She's the only lady of Rocket Pro Wrestling. And Schelli, I think it's about time that somebody finally shuts you up
and shows you your place to bow before your queen. Mark my words, I'm coming for you.
And Steve, if you want a little bit of that as well, I think we could find plenty of time to go over there and show you who's boss.
So what's next for the world famous Fabulous Idols in Rocket Pro?
Oh, you got it right. Yay.
Yeah, there you go. Next up for the world famous Fabulous Idols, we're going to run out of the company. We're going to take over the World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to get our Inter-County Championship back. The Idols, we're still going to be the tag team champions. We still have the Chicagoland Championship, thanks to Rocky Rivera, the only man who deserves to carry that belt, other than me, even though I looked the best with it. And there might be another belt showing up there too. You just got to wait and see. Maybe another couple of belts that are going to be showing up at Rocket Pro Wrestling for anybody who wants to step in line and try to get those things. What's in store for Rocket Pro Wrestling with the world famous Fabulous Idols? Anything and everything we want.
I think I might know what belts you're referring to, and I'm excited about that. If it's what I'm thinking, but even if it's not what I'm thinking, whatever you guys have in store, I'm excited about.
Oh, but then again, there could be 3 different belts coming into Rocket Pro Wrestling if you want to bring yours. If there's any media person out there that wants to challenge me for it, I'm a fighting champion. I am not a paper champ. I think we definitely need to tackle that Svengoolie next.
Ooh, that would be a tough challenge. Me versus Svengoolie. I mean, he is.
Hey, Rich, Sven, I know you watch these things. I think you definitely need to step up. He got a title belt a couple of years ago for the 40th anniversary. I don't think he's going to see 43 if he steps in the ring with Johngy.
Maybe not.
Well, we love Rich, and that would be
of course we do.
That would be an interesting match.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great match. I think you need a manager for that one.
Well, I wonder where I could find a couple. I'd be looking for a fabulous one. I'd be looking for a famous one. I'd be looking for a world famous one that I could idolize.
I think we could find one of those for you. No problem.
Well, I'll be looking. All right, guys, I appreciate your time. Tell everybody where they can find out information about you and or Rocket Pro Wrestling, whose next show is October 1st.
Well, you can find Rocket Pro Wrestling on Rocket Pro Wrestling at Facebook. You could find me on Facebook under the Main Event Villain, but I have a 30-day ban. Thank you very much, Steve Ahrendt, for that. But I'll be back bigger and better. But you could go to Instagram, JoyRoth630, and you'll see me there. And you'll find this one.
Roxy Hart on Facebook, Hart-Roxy on Instagram.
And yeah, go ahead and follow us, like us. Doesn't mean you're going to get a follow and a like back. And just go ahead and sit there at 2:00 in the morning on a Wednesday eating Cheetos and just wish that you were us. And that's why they boo and hate us, because they want to be us.
Well, man, they were booing and hating. I was one. I don't know if you saw me. I was cheering.
I heard you. I definitely heard you cheering. That definitely put a little spark in my black heart.
Well, I'm sincerely, man. I appreciate your time, and like I said, that show was amazing. It was standing room only. When I got there was a huge line already waiting to get in. I walked in, I figured it's going to be like a regular wrestling show. It was not like a regular wrestling show. That crowd was ridiculously loud. I was ringing my ears for the rest of the night.
And when you say standing room only, it's a legit standing room only. They're all against the walls. Rocket Pro Wrestling, we have our own entrance themes, our own Rocketron. We have that with the entrance videos. We have recaps. We have the loud music. We have good food. We have great
and comfortable seats.
And comfortable seats, yeah.
And when time allows, I even have my own entrance theme, which will hopefully be making a comeback soon.
Oh, I think if Schelli goes ahead and Woman's Up, everybody's gonna be hearing that new song pretty soon.
And they'll never forget it.
And they'll never forget it. But yeah, Rocket Pro Wrestling is definitely the most premier company in all of Chicago and all over the world, basically. You're not going to find too many companies in the area that are going to have the production value as we do at Rocket Pro. Rocket Pro is definitely the place to be on a Saturday night once a month.
Well, I appreciate your time, Joey.
Roxi, we appreciate you.
And I will see you. I'll see you at your other gig, which people can check out that interview. It's also going to be up. You got a little acting gig, but they got to check out that other interview to find out about that.
Do. Click on that one and click on every single one of Johngy's videos, because that's what I do. I don't eat Cheetos at 2:00 in the morning. I'm sitting there watching Johngy videos.
And we're not going to spoon feed you. We're not going to give you any details about our acting gig here. Click on that other video right now.
Love you guys. Thank you for your time. Have a fabulous night.
Thanks, Johngy. Talk to you soon.